Hey, what is up, guys? Merry Christmas and all that. It's only what day is today? The 20th? There's 5 days until Christmas. It's amazing. Um, but I figured I'd do one last uh, Blu-ray update, I guess. I might get a few things during Christmas and whatnot. My family doesn't usually do a whole lot of gift giving besides, like, the White Elephant or, like, Secret Santa type stuff, but that's usually not big stuff. It's more like $10 or less. So that's going to be pretty relaxed, and I'm just planning on relaxing and watching movies for the next 10 days while I'm off. So I figured I would do one last update, the stuff that I got this week, well, I guess I think that's just this week. So yeah, this will be my last update, most likely, for 2013. Just because I'm going to be out of town and traveling around and stuff, and I don't expect to get anything else. So if I do, I'll make a video, I guess, but I'm not expecting to. So here we go. Let's just do this before I ramble on for the rest of the day. I got several things here. Let's just start off with the one you already saw, and that is Elysium, the Target Steelbook. I did an unboxing of this on Tuesday, and I've got a contest going right now, and if you want to get involved in that, I'll leave the link below, and you can I guess follow the directions, I suppose. I just watched this today. I'd never seen it before until now. I'd heard things about it, but I just watched it, and I have to say, visually it was very interesting and very well done. This exoskeleton suit's very intricate. Actually, just watching that thing move around, I watched the behind the scenes until I talked about kind of making this thing, and it's very interesting how they had to develop it so Matt Damon could walk around in it without breaking it. But I have to say, overall, with the movie itself, I was kind of unimpressed. I really did enjoy District 9 when I saw that back in 2009 or 10. But, I mean, I got some friends who liked it, and their merits and stuff, but this, to me, it's the allegory or the theme of the class system. And I suppose even people have mentioned the fact that it's kind of empathizing with or sympathizing with universal health care and whatnot, which I'm not going to debate that, I guess, because it seemed fairly obvious that it was talking about that, and mainly, to me, the class systems of capitalistic society that we live in, and possibly where we're headed. But anyway, I thought it was a little heavy-handed and a little silly at times, I suppose. The acting was fine. I thought Matt Damon acted about as Matt Damon-y as he usually does. I like Matt Damon, but I think he's kind of a one-note actor. And Jodie Foster I disliked in the role she played. I thought she was overacting like crazy, like kind of trying to do cartoonishly like mean or evil. So I didn't care for her that much. And the other woman whose name I don't remember, she was the woman from City of God and something else. I forget. She was average. She was fine, though. And then the only one I'd say who did a decent job was Charlton Copley from District 9 and the A-Team, I think. But he was basically just playing a character, like a caricature of a villainous person who was like mean and evil and shit. But it looked like he was having fun with it, so I guess that's probably why I enjoyed it. I guess overall I'd give it like a C. Basic standard science fiction fare. That's just me, I guess, though. I know people who love this movie. It is not better than District 9, personally. I think District 9 was a bit more nuanced and had a different story to tell, or more of a story to tell, about immigration and fearing things we don't know. But anyway, I don't want to discuss that too much. But anyway, that's the first thing I picked up this week. And let's see, I got 2 things from the pawn shop, and then I guess the rest I got from Best Buy, and then one I got from BestBuy.com. So let's do those pawn shop ones first. Actually, hold on a second. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot something. I got a couple things in the pawn shop, but the first thing I got, if you go back on my videos, I did an unboxing of Homeland Season 2, and if you watch that video, you'll see that when I got it, I had some damage on here, so I just kind of went nuts and started drawing on the case. I just see that Carrie's got a delightful little goatee. Damian Lewis has a pair of sunglasses. Everybody's kind of got interesting facial features and shit, and I went all over the entire thing just because I was upset that I fucked that up. But I had fun with it. It was fun to do that. But I was always wondering, thinking about the fact that I need to get another one of these at some point. So while I was at the pawn shop, I saw a slip, or actually, I would have to say it actually came with the movie. It was 25 bucks, I think, the used copy of Home Alone Season 2, but it had a slipcover. And so I figured I'd ask the guy. And so I did, and I told him, I bought this, mine got damaged, can I have this one, or how much do you want for it? I was willing to pay, $4, maybe $5, depending. It's in good condition. Just because I figured I wasn't seeing them in stores anymore, and I figured I would give it a shot, and I'd be willing to pay for it. And he mulled it over for a second, but then he asked me what I was buying. I showed him. I spent about 16 bucks, I think, on the two things I bought, and he just gave it to me, which is really cool. He just said, no big deal. And I said, thanks a lot. That's pretty cool. It is the best pawn shop that I've been to in the area. And it's one of the furthest ones. There are 2 or 3 closer to me, and they either don't carry Blu-rays at all, or if they do, they're garbage cases and stuff, or they're just garbage selection. And their DVD selection's terrible, or something. But this one, it's about 7 or 8 miles away from me. It's actually got it's a vast collection of DVDs, so I look at there occasionally. And their Blu-rays I've got numerous things from, so I just figured I'd tell you guys that. So yeah, I got this for free. I thought that was pretty cool. I was willing to pay for it, but free's better. So I just figured I'd show you that before I get to anything else. That was a pretty cool thing to grab. But beside that, I got 2 things. The first thing is really because I wanted the slipcover, and I'm starting to see them phase out the slipcover, or at least in my area. I've seen half of them with slips, half of them without, and I wanted to get it. The slipcover is kind of interesting, and that's the Purge. It's got like a metallic-y feel to it. It's in good shape, and it actually did come with, do I have it in here? It came with the ultraviolets, so I'm assuming it still works. It was in the case. But then it's got both discs. This was $8.99, I think. No, it was $9.99. That's why. So I thought that was pretty cool to get. It's in pretty good condition. This has not gone below $19.99 so far. So I figured for 10 bucks I'd give it a shot. And the last thing I got was 5 bucks, and I really only got it because it had a slipcover. And I just recently watched this on Netflix and thought it was okay. It was decent. But for 5 bucks I had to give it a shot. It's got a very good, interesting story, and I like the lead. It's The Iceman, starring Michael Shannon. I like Michael Shannon. But it also has Winona Ryder, James Franco, Ray Liotta, and Chris Evans. Chris Evans in a small role, but an interesting role. But as you can see, good shape, nice case. And the slipcover was in good shape too. Though I did notice in the slipcover it's also covering up the barcode, so if I did want this slip I would have had to pull a slippity-doo down, then return it, or just buy it and return it. So I'm glad to have actually paid for it. So that's cool. 5 bucks, I thought that was a pretty good deal. Like I said, I watched this online, and anybody, if you got Netflix, you can watch this on Netflix. It's been on there for a week or so now. And it's a decent story. I watched the interview with this is based on a true story. I watched the interview with the actual Iceman, Richard Kuklinski, and I wouldn't. They use chilling a lot. It's a chilling interview. I think it's interesting to hear him talk about it. Sometimes I wonder, after watching this and watching that and hearing about some people's testimonies, that if he's being truthful about some of the things he's done. But interesting nevertheless. So that was it for my pawn shop. The rest I got from Best Buy and then BestBuy.com. I just got one thing from BestBuy.com. Maybe I'll do that first. And I actually got this today. Just got it today, a couple hours ago. And I plan on watching it right after we're done with this because I'm very interested to see how this turned out. But that is Ain't Them Bodies Saints, starring Casey Affleck, Rooney Mara, Ben Foster, and I think Keith Carradine's in this. And I can't see. I heard really good things about this. It's Sundance winner of, what's it say? Best cinematography, so I guess it's going to be pretty cool. I also like this. It's got actually alternate art. This is the alternate art. The regular art is this here, which is fine, but I like the look of this by itself. So I went ahead and changed that. This was 15 bucks or 14 bucks, I think. So yeah, plan on watching that soon. Let's see. The next 3 all released this week. And I'm assuming you guys can guess what they are because there's really just the 3 major releases versus Kick-Ass 2. I heard this wasn't as good as the first one, and if I'm being completely honest, when I watched the first one, I had recently finished reading the graphic novel, and when I watched the movie, I didn't like it. I was unhappy with it. I was unhappy with the direction it took and the changes it made. But I, have since viewed it and actually appreciate it more because there are liberties they had to take that were different, just because of the nuances of the novel. I like the characters, and I liked Hit Girl specifically. I think that's a running theme through most people. That the main Kick-Ass is the main character, yeah, but the star is definitely Hit Girl in the first film, and hopefully in this one too. And I'm intrigued to see how Jim Carrey handles or tackles Sergeant Stars and Stripes. Intrigued. Haven't seen it yet, but I plan on watching it over the break here. Next is the Disney release and the much maligned The Lone Ranger. And if anyone has been watching, going on Blu-Ray.com or Disney Movie Rewards.com, there was an $8 coupon, I guess, that you could apply to this. And if you actually price matched the Toys R Us location, it was, I think Toys R Us was $19.99. It's the cheapest regular price anywhere. I think it was $24.99 at Best Buy and $22 at Target. I think it was $22 on Amazon too. But you could price match Toys R Us and then print out that coupon, and you can get this for like 12 bucks, which is a pretty cool deal. But personally, I spent probably an hour trying to get that coupon to print on my computer. I even tried it on my work computer after having frustrating not getting nothing done at work at home, and I could not get it to work. And it was just it needed Java to be updated. It needed an installer. It needed PC versus Mac. I could not get the damn thing to print, and it was pissing me off. And I thought, this is not worth $8. So I figured I would just pay the $19.99. I'm happy enough with it. I heard the movie isn't bad, actually. It just got a lot of bad hype, and the marketing was off the fucking rails. I saw commercials for this so often that I was just to the point where I didn't want to watch it, but I heard it was decent. It's a little over long. I think it's 2.5 hours long. 149 minutes. Shit, yeah, it's a long movie. So I plan on watching it at some point. I wonder if they're going to make any sequels to this. I don't think it made its money back, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, that's my little story about how that went. Let's see, I got 2 more. One of them is the last new release, I guess, of the week, and that is Prisoners. I almost didn't buy this because it is a Warner Brothers release, and I'm almost certain this will be at least 15 bucks in a month or two. But I was just thinking, like, I'm going to have a good week or so off, and I wanted new movies to watch, and this movie really intrigued me. I really did want to watch this when it was in theaters, but I just never got around to seeing it. It's got disc art too, which is cool. So I never got around to seeing it, but I figured, well, what the heck. It was $22 though. All these were 22 bucks. So I spent the most I think I've spent in a long time on like 8 titles for 1 week, so I might be done. One of the reasons why I think this is the last update is going to be because I'm not going to be spending any money over the break because, yeah, a little expensive this week. But anyway, I heard good things about this. Plan on watching it at some point. I think my wife wants to see this too, so that's a plus. I was getting her to watch the movies too. She's not as much into it as I am. But this is interesting. I heard it's depressing though, so maybe it won't be as fun. And this last one, honestly, I'm embarrassed about this. I really am. I did not look at this very hard when I saw it. It was in the save station for $9.99. It was because the save station was reorganized this last week after the recent buy one get one or whatever it was. And so they had new titles, a bunch of new titles, and this was one of them. And I thought, oh sweet, I've been wanting to see that movie. I mean, because I've never actually seen this movie. And I thought it had a slipcover, and it was like a director's cut or the director's edition or something. And I thought, well, I'm gonna get that because I haven't seen it. Everyone talks about how it's this great movie, and I've never seen it, so let's give it a shot. And so I bought it. I was looking at it. I opened it up, or I was opening it up. I had just gotten the plastic wrap off, and I glanced at the title again, and I thought, oh shit. It's the sequel to a movie that I wanted, and this is The Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day. And for whatever reason, I thought it was The Boondock Saints, the first one. So, whippity-doo-dah, this is the sequel. I've heard nothing but bad things about this movie. This is the director's cut, so it's not the theatrical, the one that everyone was bitching about, but I assume it's still terrible. Although the director's cut, looking at the back here, is 20 minutes longer. Wow. I wonder if that'll help it. I heard nothing but bad things about this, so I don't know if it's actually helpful that it's longer. Let's take a look at the background here. There's the two guys. I don't even know their fucking names. I don't know anything about it besides the fact that I wanted to see it. But yeah, that's embarrassing. But I guess it's got a slipcover. I mean, that really was what my reasoning for getting it. I was thinking I wanted to watch this movie. I was just thinking about it last week, actually. That I've never actually seen The Boondock Saints. And all my friends talk about it. Everybody talks about how it's a fucking great, like, revenge movie or something, or gunplay, or... I remember being in high school, people talking about this movie, and I never got around to watching it. And I bought the fucking sequel, which everyone hates. But anyway, I ordered The Boondock Saints, the first one, right after I realized that. So I'll get that in the mail Monday or something. And if I don't get it Monday, I'll get it after Christmas. So I guess we'll see what happens. Whenever I get that, I guess I'll make an update. Or maybe I'll just wait. I don't know. I'm rambling now. But yeah, that was fun. But it's the director's cut, and it was $10, and it has a slipcover, so I'm a fucking sucker for slipcovers. I like Norman Reedus because of Walking Dead, which I assume is why everyone likes Norman Reedus. Well, that's it, guys. That's everything I bought this week. I plan on buying nothing else. We'll see. If I get like gift cards and shit, we'll see what happens. I don't expect to, but if I do, I really do like that cover. Ain't Them Bodies Saints. Thing by David Lowry. I don't know who that is. The American Film of the Year. Plan on watching that right after this. So yeah, once again, guys, thanks for watching. I really do believe this is the last video I'm going to have before the break. I mean, before the new year, so... I've been saying it a couple times now, but now I really do mean it. You know, have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, enjoy your time off if you're in school and stuff. I think most people are off this next week. Or, I forget, I don't know. 2 weeks straight, usually, is what it is when I was in school. I think, I'm pretty sure college and shit is out until January now. And I'm off from work for the next week and a half. So, I got lots of time to watch movies, and if you guys are off, you should be watching movies too. So, enjoy your time off. Thanks for watching, guys, and as usual, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and have a very happy New Year, and Merry Christmas, and good time. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.